Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Living Crafty and Cozy. Today I want to share with you my DIY for an Easter basket train for my kids. So I got this idea to make this really cute train holding the kids' Easter's baskets, and I wanted to try and do it with some Dollar Tree items. So I am just, for the base of my train, using a floorboard. That's not Dollar Tree, but I had one just laying around, and a couple of large wooden balls that I'm using to hold the wheels on and prop the train up. And I'm just using a combination of E6000 and hot glue to place my wheels on here. So the hot glue gives it that instant bond, and the E6000 gives it that really strong cement-like bond, but it takes a little bit longer. And then on the side of the wheels, I'm doing the same gluing technique of both E6000 and hot glue, and I am gluing on these wood slices that I had found at a flea market, and they were $1 a bag. It was actually a really good deal, but you can find wood slices in around the same price the same size at Dollar Tree. So I'm just continuing gluing on these wood rounds that are going to be the wheels of the train. And I am just weighing down the board and getting a really good fix and hold to the wheels there. And the next step is I am painting my board green. It's going to be covered over with moss and flowers and kind of like a woodland look. So it actually could be like spring and Easter, kind of like a spring has sprung, and with all the flowers and greenery attached to it. And so here I'm taking the egg that I had gotten at Dollar Tree. This is the $3 one. And I took my screwdriver and just etched a square for the window that I am going to have my conductor be looking out. And it's very thin plastic, so once you get your scissors or knife in there or whatever, you'll be able to easily cut right through it and get the shape that you need. So I'm just using one of those tall bunnies to be the conductor. He's weighted at the bottom, and he was the perfect height for reaching the window and the height of the egg. My next step is that I'm going to paint the insides and outsides of these big plastic buckets that I had gotten in the cleaning section. These have a little bit of a lip on them, but I decided to just go ahead and leave those there. And just kind of turn them to the back. You're not really going to see them in the end anyways. And because they're darker in color, I'm just kind of putting one coat of a light colored paint on them so that you can't see the gray sticking through the napkins or the table cover that I used to cover them. So I found these beautiful butterfly napkins at Dollar Tree. And I am just using some Mod Podge here and decoupaging on these beautiful butterfly napkins to 2 of the large bins. And I'm just putting a little bit of Mod Podge on the outside, trying to, brush out some of those wrinkles and bubbles there. These napkins really decoupage so well and so beautifully. I love this print. This was in their spring section, so it wasn't directly in the Easter section, but it was in their spring section, like with the party planning supplies. And the same thing for this table cover that I picked out. I really love the colors. I really love the print. but I gotta tell you, I don't love how they glued onto the buckets. They were just stayed wrinkly. I would recommend just sticking with a thin paper, like printed paper or napkins. But it didn't turn out too bad. I found this hanging garland banner that's like these leaves and flowers, and I thought that would be really cute glued to the front of these buckets. And so I just took some strings and I cut them up and glued them on, and they actually do look really pretty. And now I'm just gluing down my bins to the train, and that's what it looks like before I get all the greenery put in. And I'm taking more of those wood rounds, and I am making the engine, kind of like the smokestack there coming out the front. And I have like a little wooden knob at the top that I'm fixing on. And I'm just hot gluing my conductor bunny by the ear and the arm to get him to kind of face forward and out at the same time. And these are some Dollar Tree flowers that I had from a previous project. Some pink and some yellow flowers that I had from my bunny door hanger that I did in my last video. And I just glued some vines on the side. And now I'm just taking some hot glue and covering my board with just some green moss. And just tucking it in, just trying to cover every exposed part. And this greenery was like some boxwood or something that I'm just kind of tucking in wherever there's some open spots and kind of trying to make it look like a vine going through. And just be sure that you are working to completely cover your board with moss. It doesn't actually need a whole lot. You can spread it apart pretty thin. And then if you feel like there's any blank spots, you know, it's nice to have that extra bit of greenery there to just kind of fill in and make it look fuller. And the moss that I'm using here is not from Dollar Tree, even though you can get it from Dollar Tree. I believe I picked up this bag from Hobby Lobby for about $5. And I'm just layering in some of the smaller yellow flowers, just making it look extra spring and Easter and completely cute. And you don't have to necessarily trim your moss back, but it's just going to give it a cleaner look. And, you know, the fuller brambling moss is pretty, but it's always better to just clean it up if you can. And this is it. This is the completed look. This is just kind of a staged Easter basket. And I think it's so beautiful. It really turned out so adorable. I hope my kids love it. I hope you guys do a variation of this. I would love to see pictures. And this is my spring/Easter train. I hope you guys enjoy it. And thanks for watching. Please come back. Bye-bye.